Are you in position? Yep. Okay. This one's the weird one.
Mario Kart, because why not? Also, it's reverse Dr. Mario World. It actually exploits pretty well, doing exactly what I said in that review, which is give you 2 free characters instead of 1, both of which are random. I feel like it would have been better if it was 1 random one, so that everyone has a basic bitch Bowser, and 1 medium rare. I've got the fucking munchies. Anyway, I really should be talking about the gameplay right now. There are 2 types of controls, Simple Simon Metapime and Eating Curds in One, and Drift. Sonic Drift. Popular game. They recommend Drift, probably so you can drift. I don't know how Simple works because even though it says you can change it, it doesn't tell you how to. Even so, it controls so weirdly. You'd think with the graphic style it controls like Mario Kart 8, but actually it controls like the very first Mario Kart, except very finicky. You either have to be very subtle or extremely... Shit, I'm at a fucking loss for words right now. That's the thing with this one, there's so much yet so little. Let me start with scams. So the premium currency here is rubies. You like maths? Well, if you don't, too bad, because it's time for maths time! Let's take a look at the microtransactions and I'll tell you what's wrong with them. So the loot boxes in this game is called the pipe. Now the pipe has a limit of items on it, that being 100. Each pipe has 3 items that are exclusive to it, and are a 1% chance each. The items in question are a character, a car, and a glider. You can reset the number of items in the pipe at any time. Now it says in the fine print, you will get all the spotlight items before the pipe is completely empty. Right, so now it's time for maths time. The most expensive rubies pack is rounded up $110. It gives you 135 rubies. Now to get 10 items from the pipe is 45 rubies. Although I theorise that this number will change, as it is yellow in the number. So how many rubies would it take to empty the pipe? Around 450 rubies. Now if we're going off the most expensive pack, which theoretically should be the best value, that's around 440 Australian dollars for 100 items! There's no way I'm dumb enough to do that. I am dumb enough to get the second most expensive pack though.
Alright, get it over with. What? You're not the clown, and you never will be a clown. All you do is walk in and meme about.
Bruh.
What happened there? Did you have a bra moment? Did I have a bra moment? Like who had the bra moment there?
I'm going to talk about gameplay more. Problem. The game is fun. Earlier I said that the controls are finicky. This is still true, but you eventually adjust to them. I don't even think I've mentioned the actual controls yet. It's swipe left to go left, swipe right to go right. Welcome to Mario's Tinder adventures. You use items by swiping up and down. Oh, we gotta talk about those! So when you select a track, you can select a character. But. Certain characters get benefits depending on the course. Benefits like more items per item box. Some get 2 and some get 3. Now, stars are somehow not an item in this one. At least I'm pretty sure they're not. So what's there instead? A slot machine. Did you know that Mario was in an NBA game? When you get 3 of the same item in a row, you go into a frenzy. This gives you infinite of the item you got, and a star until the star runs out. Now there's something off about this to me.
Can you find what it is? Yes, that's right. It's that not everyone can get a frenzy.
It's over there.
Wait, what? What the fuck? Run!
Well, having it being exact characters in certain courses that get more items is fantastic exploitation. I would have made it so that everyone gets 3 items, but the likelihood of a frenzy is increased for those certain characters. This way, every player can get frenzy, but you can still have the exploitation there. So it's win-win instead of lose-win.
Has anyone ever said lose-win before?
Let's talk about cup structure. The cups are set in this way. Race, race, race. In each race, the goal is to get as many points as possible, and get grand stars for getting a high score. The point system is pretty strange though. It grades you on base points, action points, and placement points. What defines each? Well, you know how you get more items for being certain characters on certain courses? You get more points for having those certain characters too, as well as certain cars and certain gliders. This is fine, but you get points for everything else too. You wouldn't need the base points if you lowered the Grand Star points a little. You get points for rocket boosting, points for using items, points for getting a frenzy. How the fuck does this combo system work? What am I getting points for here? What is fantastic? You can still get all Grand Stars on certain missions if you place third. Come on guys, that's just bad from a game design standpoint and from an exploitation standpoint. Why bother trying when you get fantastic all the time? Anyway, then the cup structure kicks me right in the childhood in the worst way possible. Who here remembers Mario Kart DS? I do. I was a Mario Kart DS boy. One of the things I really loved about that game was the mission mode. I fucking 100%ed that shit. So, they brought it back. Every fourth level of a cup is a bonus challenge. These can range from going through rings, killing Goombas, avoiding big boy bananas, and even the occasional boss. And the thing is, they're all fun. But they're in the one that has microtransactions. Everyone will forget that it was brought back. That leads into problem 2 I have with this game. I really like it. Like, really like it. Which is a major shame, because people will probably hate me for it. People are so used to bullshit EA and Activision pull that they completely overlook the gameplay of a game, because those EA games are crap on their own. And they've rubbed off on every other pro gamer boy's opinion. Perhaps for the worse. Because some games are ruined with microtransactions. But some aren't. They get their own special shelf in the game room. And I say, take these microtransactions in games while they last. At least it's not the fucking sort where it's based around impatience. Seriously, those are the worst. Not nearly as bad as the once only purchase we're not going to manipulate you model. Not at all. Not all microtransactions are necessarily bad, but a lot are. Granted, Mario Kart is a lot worse than all the other Nintendo iOS games with it, having a subscription and all, but even then, it's not waiting.
Anyway, I give it a try out of fart.
Ha! I'm back for a vengeance!
I got you now, boyo. Where'd he go? There he is. Got it.
Hold it right there. Who are you, actually? Why, I'm Reap, and I will conquer all, and bring my monkey men from the future. You really couldn't think of something better than rape? You know, like grape, tape, rape. You know, it's actually a bit harder than you'd think, isn't it? You will now cease. Prepare to die.